The bill was passed unanimously in both houses, which demonstrates the strong bipartisan support. I want to personally thank Secretary of State Paul Pate. This bill was a priority from his office, and I appreciate the efforts that Paul and his staff put into its passage. I also want to thank the floor managers, Representative John Wills from the House and Senator Wally Horn from the Senate, for their hard work. So it is a privilege to sign this bill, which is important to our veterans and for Iowans that are serving overseas, so they can have the flexibility and the opportunity to vote in our elections.
If I might add, while the governor signs, because he does this real well, he gets to use all 25 pens. This is very important because when you look at our own Iowa National Guard alone, we have 9,000 men and women at any time could be stationed overseas. And during the period of 9/11, we had over 18,000 at one time or another, again, stationed for around the world. This means a lot to them because they're our neighbors. These are people who have a connection to wanting to be a part of voting in their local city and school board elections, as well as their congressional and legislative races. And this gives them that opportunity because they're not all stationed at a base where they can just walk in and access that voting resource. This gives them that extra time to do that. It was referred to before as a submarine bill, and I think you can understand the difference. Military and submarines didn't come up quite often, so you needed to know you could still vote. So this extra 30 days does that, and it's really special we have the auditors with us here today as well, because this puts a lot of pressure on their offices, to be very candid. When you look at the timing of filing nomination papers, the timing of an election, and then the timing of getting the next ballot ready after a primary, it doesn't give a lot of extra space. So they have to work very hard to make sure those things are done so that they can get those ballots out into the hands of those military personnel. The other component to this that is new and helps give more flexibility to the military and those overseas is if you're in a remote area that doesn't have a lot of internet access, you can just vote off of that. You don't have to request the ballot to be sent to you. You can actually pull it up and send it back in. It's, again, one more way to streamline the process. These are all just steps to make it, again, available for our military personnel to be able to exercise a right that we think is very important. And I'm going to put a blatant plug in for the Honor of Veteran pin that I'm wearing here today. It looks like the state of Iowa. If you haven't got one, stop by. We'd be happy to set you up. But this is a tribute to our military. It's our way as citizens to show our support to them. Because of their service, we have the right to vote. And this is a way to honor them by A, wearing the pin, B, we put tributes online to their service in the military, and it's a way to remind us every single day of what they do for us. So I just want to put that plug in if I could, and thank the governor and lieutenant governor and the leadership of the legislature for helping put this together today. I was hoping the governor was going to wear his military uniform today.
Well,
we worked so hard to get into that. I'd give you credit for it. You know?
Well, I did that when we signed the Home Base Iowa legislation on Memorial Day in Camp Dodge in 2014. But nobody told me that I was supposed to wear the uniform. So I didn't get that instruction. But anyway, Paul, I do want to thank you and your staff for your good work. I want to thank the legislators that were actively involved in this. And this is certainly a positive piece of legislation.
Thank you, Governor.
Will you give the word to him?
Thank you. Thank you for coming and sharing time with us. We are doing a little reception next door. It's very elaborate. It is punch and Girl Scout cookies. I got cornered, so please come help me get rid of my inventory. All right?
Okay. Here we go. Thank you.
Good to see you.
There you go.
I talked from Ron, Paul Pate was gonna filibuster.
No, because you'd asked me to yield, and I know you get me on some parliamentary procedures.
Thank you.